We do have a set of minutes for the Education Committee in front of you.
Make a motion we approve depending on whether Mr. Glover was here or
I
not.
think I was here.
Yeah, because the minutes say that he's here and then it says that he wasn't here.
I think I was here on that one.
With that amendment.
Just take my-
Okay, is there
I'll
a s-
second with the amendment.
Okay. A motion and a second. Any other questions or concerns? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Does anybody have anything they want to say before the meeting gets started? Public comment? Okay. Who's going first?
Go ahead.
Budget Amendment 2025-05.
Do you have copies of those?
He made it.
Hey, come on.
Hey,
It's actually 5 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah, it's too early.
First item is just reallocating the budget for health services. And they requested to better explain the expenses that they have, rather than them all going into other supplies and other charges. Second one, we're moving $1 million that we had designated at the beginning of the year for Woodson Central High School soccer field repairs, coming out of our designated fund balance. And then the last section on 2025-05 is we're moving CTE positions currently from GP to CTE, basically from regular ed. These positions are teachers that are teaching part of the time a CTE class and part of the time a regular ed class. So because of funding with TISA is tied to some of the CTE, we're making sure that we've got all our CTE coded as that so that we can get funding for those items.
Can we go back to the $1 million? Is that gonna be turf?
No.
That $1 million for a soccer field?
For repairs.
Huh?
For repairs, not even to build one, but
Well, we're
repairs.
extending it. Right now, they can't even host the district tournament.
Yeah,
But that
I
thing
knew
was
that,
built, it
yeah.
was short.
Yeah.
Its slope is terrible. They didn't, we gotta move some poles and that's, lead up most of that.
Is that utility poles? or-
Yeah.
We add more lighting out
Okay.
Huh?
We add more lighting out
See how much it means. We gotta bid it off.
So we're having to bring in dirt,
Oh,
level it,
yeah.
move
How
some
much are they gonna
utilities.
It gets its regulation size. That was the purpose.
Okay, is there a motion to approve?
there. So
Second.
A motion and a second. Any other questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
2025-06. Here we're moving designated fund balance, $2 million for replace HVAC units. I think that's mainly at Mount Juliet High School. Those are all needing to be replaced. Second is just to record budget for the bond and the construction of Central Pike Elementary. So basically our bonds issued, that revenue, and then the building construction expenditure. Setting the budget for that. And then the last one is to reallocate our budget per the revision 1 and E-plan for our state special education preschool grant. And basically that was one teacher we started with and that teacher left and another one's coming in, so we just had to reallocate the salary and the benefit line items just to make sure we had enough in those lines.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Questions?
What's gonna be your fund balance after this $3 million allocation? And this probably was in the budget, actually.
That was in our designated, so our undesignated, we haven't touched.
Okay.
So we're standing at 43 million.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's great. Perfect, thank you.
Any other questions or concerns? All in favor to approve, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Jeff, you want to give a report?
Yeah, we are, about to finish up semester, 3 weeks left. Construction updates, we are, Magardo is continuing to move along. We did the groundbreaking day. I know some of you are there. Thanks for coming for Central Pike Elementary. Some of the other projects, fencing project, we improved, I guess, is that an issue budget? It's moving, and still, we've got a couple sites, it's a little bit slow. The protective film is not complete, but that's ongoing. We'll be wrapping it up shortly. From that standpoint, do want to mention on HVACs that movement, that won't do all of them. We're going to do it in sections. And we've got some other schools that we've got some people to look at. That's going to be a continuation next couple of years, trying to repair and replace some of these old units. Other than that, we did have a board meeting last night. We've got 6 reward schools, and we'll be bringing them in January, the board meeting, to honor them. And along with, hopefully, we'll have all of our school letter grades. Had another good year. Last year was another good year, and so we'll be bringing them in to honor them for their hard work. Other than that, we're just trying to get through this semester.
Do we have, is Wilson County participating in a trial program where some sort of machine recognizes weapons?
Yes, we do have that. I'll give you an update on that. Right now, it's running at we brought it last spring into, where was it? I can't remember last spring or this fall. We set it up at Wilson Central, and we had a hard time getting them in the building. We pulled it, we had more training through the company. Lebanon is running it right now, and it's working great there. And part of it's due to their schedule. They have a first period that is like an old homeroom, what we used to call old homeroom. So it allows them a little more time. But in watching it work there, they've got a better setup. We're going to continuously rotate it from school, high school to high school. Potentially could eventually use it at middle schools. Do not think we'll ever put it in all schools, but it's a tool, it's portable, and we can do it random, or if we think there's a need, and we think it's really effective.
Is this the same device that some schools, that the Tennessee Board of Education said they could drop out of a contract?
I've heard something about that. We're not in a contract, we bought the machine. And the whole thing is the settings. But understand in school safety, nothing is 100% perfect. But do we feel like it's a deterrent for our students, teachers to know that there's that layer of security? Absolutely. If you've been to an SEC venue, it's the same machine. You're walking through them all the time. And we've had a lot of training and worked with the company on the settings. And you gotta get a setting that you like, that's manageable. But is it possible? Yes. I mean, prisons, they still get stuff in sometimes. But do I think it's a tool? Absolutely.
What's the cost on the machine?
I can't remember. We got a deal on them. They were setting, somebody to order them and didn't want them. And we got them almost half price when we bought, what did we buy, 4?
How many have?
4. We use one of them every day at our alternative school. It's permanent there. And then we got 3 that we can rotate. We set them up when we want to use them.
Mr. Marlowe, that article, the FTC came out, the FTC filed, is actually against Evolve. And I just read that today and read the order that came down, and they're letting school districts out of the contract. But if you read on down there, the school district at Robertson County, I think, is the director of schools they interviewed. And his statement said it all, that it's about prevention and it works because we're not finding anything. And it's preventing people from bringing stuff in. We have the same machine that we rotate. It even prevents students from bringing vapes in. So, 'cause they're not exactly sure what all it can pick up.
Sensitivity level?
It's all based on your settings,
How quick can you set one up?
20 minutes.
Anybody else have anything?
Yep.
Another motion?
Motion to adjourn.